Hello everyone, welcome back to Legobay City. As you can see, my table's a mess right now due to the big haul that I've had with different special parts and regular parts for my Lego City. I've started to update my road and modular layout, and I started with the 2x2 dark bluish gray tiles as well as the 1x8 light bluish gray tiles. So I do intend to implement this in my whole road system all the way to the city complex buildings. And as you can see, the modulars are already disarranged, and I plan to move some of them. On this part here, I've had to update the layout, and I've closed it off now with these modulars all in place. It's already cleaned up, already sorted. I think I'm happy with this location here, and it still allows me to see the other modulars at the back, so I'm happy with this one. Yeah, there you go. I still have to sort out the other parts there, like the other buildings, but for this part here, I may have to move this area, especially this one, which is right now a mess. So as you can see here now, a few days have passed and I've had to be able to change more and add more, like these light blue or light aqua tiles, which is now all over the place for the bike lane. So as you can see, I've implemented this one for the different areas for the bikes to be able to go around and to expand the road and make it much cleaner. Although there are still some areas here that are not yet sorted, just like this one, and as well as the back portion over there where I still need to add some more light aqua tiles. But here we go. For this one, I have adjusted the modular buildings where, for example, here, especially for the pet shop, and as well as in this corner here where I moved the Friends Business Corner, one modular to the left, and then I added the detective's office on this portion. See, I think that looks really well together, and I'm happy with that layout, and as it expands that corner into another group of modular buildings. And on this section here, as I mentioned before, the pet shop is just beside the corner garage, which has coincidentally the veterinarian, and makes the pet shop more perfect for that position, and as well as having that corner of the corner garage not block or obstruct our view of the city complex, the modular up house, and the sitcom suites buildings. And here is the final position of those modulars. I'm really happy with this layout now. I don't want to change anything for this one. So, but again, here as well for the sit complex and the sitcom suites, I don't think I will be changing those positions. I'm happy with those set up, and I think that is the perfect place for them in my Lego City. So other than that, I have also added and relocated some of the structures here. I've moved the beekeeper shop and the enchanted house much closer to the table, and it's a good transition from the city area to the forest area. As you can see here, I've paved the ground with the 2x2 dark bluish gray tiles so that it still is incorporated in the city, but at the back it's much more of a natural look. As you can see there, you have the garden and the trees growing just beside the houses or the different buildings. And then of course on this portion here, we have now the farmers market, which used to be at the back portion. Now we can see them much more clearly where you have there the bread and cheese arcade pod, the fruit stand, the flower stand, the ice cream stand, and the coffee stand. And these MOCs are actually free MOCs that you can download from belvybricks.com. So if you want to try them, you can also go to that site, and I'll put a link in the description below for the link. Yeah, I'm happy with this one, as well as having access from the transition of these tiles to the stone pavement or the stone walkway of our chapel. Now, I'm very happy with how I turned this one out, where I have the pavements around the chapel, as well as an access that leads to the back portion of the farmers market. And as you can see there as well, I still have some placeholders for 4 more small. There's 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one over there. I want to include more small MOCs, which is easy for me to do enough, and which would make this much more livelier and much more in line with the layout. And I'm happy to be able to put this as well, given that it still doesn't obstruct us from the view of the modular buildings at the back, as well as the towers at the farther end. So we'll have a lot of details here in front, but they're not tall, they're not so big that they become obstructions. So I'm happy with this setup here. As you can see there, oh, that would be the money shot for me. Very colorful in front, and then you have those background buildings with much more details in their interior as well. Now here we still have the trio of the houses, where you have the tree house, the A-frame cabin, and Winnie the Pooh's. At the back there is a vacant lot now. I'm not sure what to put there, but for now I'll keep it as is. Like anything else, we could work on it in future MOCs or future updates. Here we still have our lake area, and I'm happy with the details of this one, and let's leave it at that for now. We have now here as well the picnic area. We have here the dad feeding the baby, and then you have the mom and the kid, as well as their pet dog. Yeah, there you go. I'm happy with this layout as well, and I do intend to put more picnic blankets, more details into this one. We could also have here some more of like a campfire area. We have there like the marshmallow and fire set up. So I'll have to add more details to that later on. But for now, I'm happy with all the different colors happening on this area, all the different small details. Yep, there. Other than that, I've also put a placeholder for the modular botanical garden. So for this one, I'm really excited because I did the MOC for the modular version of the botanical garden. I've just hadn't received the packages yet for the 2 sets as well as the extra pieces. But as soon as I have that, I will do a video on my build and overview of that MOC. I've already placed the stone where we would have the access to the botanical garden. So there we go. Next to that is these 2 other placeholders, but I'm not sure about these 2 yet. I might end up changing their position and moving them to somewhere else. They don't seem to fit this area, but for now I'll leave them as they are, and we'll see how it goes in the future. For this part, we still have the different castles, like the Hogwarts modular castle, Rivendell. We still also have the Red Lion's castle, as well as the Black Falcon on the back end of the building or the table. I'm happy with the layout so far. It's much more cleaner and much more organized than before, I believe. So yeah, I'm happy with this layout as well, where I moved the European Jazz Cafe further in front, and the Harry Potter modular moments, which is sort of like a school or an academy, as well as the modular Ministry of Magic. And then we have here the Home Alone set, which I modified into a 32 by 32 base plate. And then further in front here, we have the new modulars that we've added, which is the classic furniture store, the cozier home, and the classic townhouse. Also, I did the modular version of the toy store for the winter themed modular building, but I'm still experimenting on this one, so this one is a work in progress. I do intend to make it complete that, but I'm happy to be able to use the olive green that I have in my collection. Well, that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate you taking your time to watch this video, and if you like any of the MOCs that I've made, please visit belverbricks.com and rubricaworld.com. And also, if you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. But just a few more. There's also here that I've done